Baseball Network. Paul Fritchner with you as Grayson Rodriguez ascends the rubber, and I am joined now on the Baysox Baseball Network by John Topoleski, a guest broadcaster on tonight's broadcast. And John, how are you this evening?
I'm doing good, Paul. It's it's a pretty day for baseball, and there's a fly ball to center field. Zach Wasson has easy ball, can of corn. And it's great, pretty day, and great pitching from Grayson Rodriguez so far, and just enjoying the opportunity to chat with you on the broadcast.
It's great to hear you. Great to have you. Grant Cook flying out there on the first pitch of this inning. Cook retired for the second time tonight. He flew out to right his first time up. Connor Kaiser to the plate now. And John, you've been coming to a lot of Baysox games this year, right? Yeah,
well, I've probably been to, 25 or 30 Baysox games. I go to a lot of minor league games. I love minor league baseball, so I've probably been to, I think, about 60 or 70 minor league games altogether this year, plus, about 15, 20 major league games. So I love going to Orioles. I live in D.C., so I got a lot of Nationals games, and occasionally take the trip up to Philly to see my Phillies play.
Next pitch, a pop-up into shallow right field. Connor Kaiser flies out to Caden Grenier quickly. 2 up and 2 down against the right-hander Grayson Rodriguez, who is working here into the 5th inning, trying to get him to qualify for the win. Lineup's going to turn over to O'Neal Cruz, but you've seen a lot of the Baysox this year, John. What's impressed you maybe the most about this team and being able to watch them so frequently in 2021? Is there something that sticks out to you about this team?
No, they just seem to be overall a good team. They have some solid pitching, the hitting seems to be, is timely as well.
Sure.
Sometimes they come up with some big at-bats or some big half innings. And, overall, it's just, it looks like it's a team that's just, all around a good, solid team. Plus, they got a great manager in Buck Britton, who I think really, who could be going places, hopefully, at some point, So,
for sure.
Yeah.
No balls and 2 strikes here to O'Neal Cruz as Grayson Rodriguez tries to work very quickly through this inning. I mean, he's only thrown now 5 pitches in this inning as Bowie gets a right-hander up and warming down in the Baysox bullpen. They're going to have to stop this game real quick. A ball got away. But, John, with as much as you've seen it, like you're right. The ability of Bowie to put some big innings together at times, and the pitching staff really in the second half of the season is rounded into form.
Yeah, and I guess, doing it even, with the usual sort of guys that get called up to,
swing wow. O'Neal Cruz loses the bat on a swing and a miss. A ball goes to the screen. Cruz is retired. And that's the 3rd out of the inning. John, stick with us. We're going to bring you into the bottom of the 5th. Bowie leading it 2-1 on the Baysox Baseball Network.
The final regular season game of the broadcast is presented by the authority of the National Association of Professional Baseball Leagues for the private use of our audience. Any reproduction, rebroadcast, retransmission, or other dissemination or use of this broadcast, descriptions or accounts of this game without the express written consent of the National Association of Professional Baseball Leagues is prohibited.
For more than 100 years, Chesapeake Employers Insurance has been helping Maryland businesses keep their workers safe. With competitive pricing and an AM Best A- financial strength rating, it's no surprise that Chesapeake Employers is Maryland's largest writer of workers' comp insurance.
At the end of every workday, someone's waiting for your safe return.
Connect with your agent or visit CEIWC.com.
Are you seeing mice chew through your food in the pantry? What about ants just coming and going as they please in your house? Are you tired of getting bit by mosquitoes and ticks every time you go outside? Well, give Old Bay Pest Control a call, and we guarantee to remove any pest in your household. One pest is too many. Old Bay Pest Control, 443-603-5651. That's 443-603-5651. 5-1.
From our roots at Memorial Stadium to Prince George's Stadium, this is Bowie Baysox Baseball.
Paul Fritchner back now on the Baysox Baseball Network, still joined with my guest broadcaster in this bottom of the 5th inning. A game that Bowie leads 2-1. John Topoleski with me. And John, as we see the Baysox come to the plate here in the bottom of this inning, Chris Hudgens, Jordan Westberg, and Patrick Dorian will come to the plate. You are adorning a fantastic jacket and an Expos bucket hat. I believe that's an Expos bucket hat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's hear the backstory on the jacket and the Expos bucket hat that you're wearing, because it's very colorful. I love it.
Well, the bucket hat, I always wear bucket hats.
Okay.
So that's just, I don't know, my thing, I guess. I was wearing them before they were popular.
Okay.
Before they were in things. So I feel like I'm ahead of the curve.
Okay.
As it were, with the bucket hat sort of style fashion.
There's a line drive that kicks off the third baseman Kaiser's leg. The throw to
Oh,
first, and it gets away from the first baseman Martin. Around first to second goes Hudgens, and he'll motor on into second. What a swing on a single from Chris Hudgens, but he gets to second on the error.
Was that a single? Did they give him a hit on that?
A single, and he advances to
Okay.
second on the error, the throwing error by the third baseman Kaiser. So you have the hat, but not just the hat.
Yeah.
You have a blue sport coat on right now.
Well, it's my Brockmire sport jacket. So I'm a huge fan of the TV show Brockmire. I've seen the episodes, a couple of times, the seasons a couple of times, and in fact, preparing for this, I went and rewatched some of my favorite episodes, and I don't think I'll have an on-air meltdown like Brockmire.
Oh, I hope not.
But it's always possible.
I hope not.
I do have some drunken escapades if you want to hear about them.
Here's the first pitch to Jordan Westberg, and that one finds the outer half of the plate. Strike one. Oh, with the bucket hat, the jacket, I would expect nothing less, right? It's great. Westberg tonight 1 for 2. Batting here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Hudgens on second. The pitch. And it's a ground ball up the middle through into center field. Hudgens being waved around third. The throw's going to come home, and it's a wild throw from G1 Bay to the backstop. Up to second goes Westberg. Now he's going to get to third on the throw. What a wild inning for the Baysox, as the Curve are throwing the ball all over the place. Westberg does get a single and an RBI on the hit there. And he gets to third on the throwing error. Well, John, I'll tell you, it's a full inning.
A lot going on. I don't know that I'd be able to do play-by-play as good as you.
So, don't give me too much credit.
You're a real professional here.
Thank you, John. Here's Patrick Dorian, the infield being brought in. And now a opportunity for the Baysox to really add on to this lead. It's 3-1 now. Bowie in front. Another run at third base, and it's a single through the left side. And there is the additional run for Bowie. Dorian slapping the ball with the infield in, right past the shortstop, O'Neal Cruz. And Bowie leads it 4-1, a little more breathing room for the home team. And John,
O'Neal Cruz is 6'7", so it's,
that's the big inning you were just talking about in the top half of this inning, right? Just feels like Bowie, whenever they have a chance, can really blow a game open.
Especially that Patrick Dorian, man, he really can hit the socks off the ball, doesn't he? Does he lead the team in home runs?
He does.
Yeah. Because he hit, well, I guess, what was it, last week against the Thunder, right?
Yep.
He hit a home run in the game.
The Somerset Patriots now.
Oh, Somerset Patriots,
Yes.
that's right. Yeah. And,
I don't blame you.
And the,
I think we've all made that mistake.
The pit now, I guess he hit it off a breaking ball, but the pitcher was throwing over 102 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And so I can imagine not easy to face a guy like that. So.
Zach Watson is 0 for 2 tonight. It's an 0-1 count to him.
And he's a 20. Zach Watson's is a 2020 guy this year, right? When you combine his Aberdeen records, right?
Yep, he stole 18 bases with the Ironbirds and has brought a few over here into his Bowie career. Over 20 home runs now total on the year. Now Dorian leads the team in home runs hit with the Baysox. His 20 now. The 1-1 pitch into Zach Watson. And he takes that on the outer half of the plate, strike 2.
Who did they get Dorian in which trade? They got him in a trade, right? Was it
with the Pirates? Yep.
Pirates.
He
okay.
came from this organization. In fact, he was telling me earlier today about a lot of friends that he still has on this Altoona team. 1 ball and 2 strikes into Zach Watson. Dash Bach batting next. Nobody out in the bottom of the 5th. Big hole on the right side of the infield. And time is taken. Yeah, but I think you're right. I think, John, that Patrick Dorian has surprised a lot of people this year. And that's a great way to put it. Really hits his socks off the ball.
One of the nicest guys around, too. I
Yep.
know it's always nice about signing autographs.
Yep.
He was on the cover of the Baysox magazine
Yep.
a couple issues ago.
1-2, there he goes. A swing and a foul to the screen, though, and that'll send Dorian back to first. At Dorian on the older side here with the Baysox. He has spent his entire season with Bowie, but Dorian at 25 years old. The average age of a AA player, 24, so a little bit on the older side, but he's really had a great year. Burst onto the scene early with all those home runs.
Yeah, I just remember was looking at, like I said, O'Neill Cruz, the sort of the tall, sort of, I guess he's one of the Pirates' top
Yep.
prospects, right? And he's only 20 years old.
Yep.
I didn't realize he was only 20.
Watson waiting on the 1-2. Check to first. Back in time is Dorian. Yeah, of course.
Oh, wait, wasn't Dorian involved in the play that Cruz in second last night?
Yes, in second last night that Dorian slid into second. Cruz thought Dorian was out, and Cruz was then subsequently ejected for arguing with the umpire.
Was he out or safe? What could you tell?
It was close. It was a close play. I didn't see a replay of it, but it was certainly close. The 1-2, and that misses outside, 2-2. Dorian is trying to slide in there around a tag, and Cruz certainly thought he was out. But yeah, you know, you're talking about these 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
Bowie adding a 20-year-old of their own. Gunnar Henderson at just 20 years old. Would you imagine being 20? Doing
No, I was still a total mess up when I was 20 years old. But Gunnar Henderson also one of the nicest guys around.
2 balls and 2 strikes, a ground ball to short. Cruz there, the flip to second, the throw to first, and Watson beats it out. 1 away. A ground ball over to short. So Dorian is
First
out
baseman,
6-4.
Andrew Dashbach.
Watson reaches on the fielder's choice, and Andrew Dashbach is the batter. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Toby Welk will bat next, then Johnny Reiser. Again, John Topolesky, my guest broadcaster here for the 5th inning. John, the broadcast package, I believe, will go back on sale this year. We'll be doing that promotion again. It's a 12 Days of Christmas promotion for anybody listening that may want to be in John's seat next year. The pitch, and Dashbach follows it back, 0-1.
If only one reason to get the packages for the great view you get from the press box here.
That's exactly right. Although you're always running around the stadium getting some good pictures, right?
Yeah. Well, I do like. I am sort of an amateur photographer, so I like taking photos of the players and then getting them autographed when I can, and posting them on Instagram as well. So
There you go.
So I know that they can give back to the players a little bit by taking some nice photos.
That always plays.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So.
No, they appreciate it.
They do, yeah. A lot of guys have told me they really like the photos that I take. So
That's good.
It's really nice. So it's a fun hobby. Keeps me out of trouble.
No balls and a strike. 1 down. The pitch. A swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. So you mentioned it a little bit before, but how long have you been coming to Baysox games?
Well, I guess I've been since end of 2013, I guess. I kind of was always a little bit into minor league baseball, but then around 2013 something clicked, and that's when I started going to 60, 70 minor league games a year.
What clicked?
I don't know. It was just I was just at a point in my life, and
swing and a miss.
Actually, I read a book called The Heart of the Game, written by S.L. Price about Mike Coolball, who was a player, basically a quad A player, who became a coach. He was killed by a ball in 2007.
Yes.
It was a wonderful book, and it really, really grabbed my heart.
Interesting. Well, John, 2 outs in this bottom of the 5th inning. Bowie up 4-1. You want to take the play-by-play here?
Okay, sure thing. And we have Toby Welk, who's really one of my favorite players because he was, not a high draft pick, and also from Pennsylvania, from the Philadelphia area where I'm from. The pitcher is. We'll throw to first base, and Zach Watson back easily, dives in. But Toby Welk, he was went to Penn State satellite campus, was drafted, and I remember talking with someone who really had high praise for him. Something Baysox. It is something I think because his bat, even early on, they sort of recognized his good bat speed. So sort of hopefully, also again one of the nicest guys. Hopefully like one of those hidden gems you might, from the lower part of the draft that doesn't even exist anymore. And the 0-1 pitch to Welk. Up. No throw over to first base. Really worried about Zach Watson, who was, again, 2020 guy. 20 stolen bases on the year, combined in Aberdeen and here in Bowie. And again, high outside pitch, 1-1 to the count to Welk.
It's nice to know how much you keep saying that everybody is as nice as they are.
Oh, they are, yeah, for sure.
It's nice to hear it from somebody like you that's around the team and able to watch them play as much as you do.
Well, plus, I wouldn't say who the nice guys aren't, who aren't the nice guys. So. And the 1-1 pit, count 1-1 on Welk. And the pitch, and a little foul ball.
I think he may have lost his thumb guard off his hand there on a swing. I've never seen that before. How did that happen?
I didn't even know he had a thumb guard, so you're clearly paying more attention than I am. So the 1-2 on Welk. Ooh, and a pop. High pop up. Third baseman calling it right in front of the pitcher's mound and an out.
Well, John, the Baysox add on in this inning. They scored 2 more runs, and Bowie leads it 4-1. Thank you so much for joining and being part of this promotion and coming up here to the booth. Really enjoyed this inning with you.
Well, thank you. It was terrific. It was a great experience, and let's go Baysox.
Perfect. Maybe see you again next year down the line.